Arsenal fans, you must be very, very happy right now. It looks like Nwaneri is going to sign a contract in the next few days. Christian Mosquera, I believe it's pronounced. Here we go today from Fabrizio Romano, and it is expected that there will be a here we go for Viktor Gyokeres in the next 24 hours. His agent is in London. Fabrizio Romano is teasing every Arsenal fan out there that there will be a here we go, maybe even this afternoon. He keeps retweeting stuff, and normally when he retweets stuff, the story is a lot closer to the finish line than meets the eye. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video if you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. 4 of the last 5 videos have hit well over 1,000 likes. If we could hit 1,000 likes in this video, it would be absolutely glorious. Please go down, smash the like button to pieces. Make sure you have hit that subscribe button. We are less than 100 subscribers away from 64,000. Which is incredible considering we only hit 63K 2 days ago. The support on this channel at times is absolutely ridiculous. Video dropping on Liverpool later today. They're linked with some decent players. Jean-Philippe Mateta is the latest. But first, we've got to jump into the Arsenal news. We spoke about Chelsea last night as well. Morgan Gibbs-White saga at Tottenham is dragging on, so there's lots of content coming your way. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts. We have to start with the big news coming out earlier today. And Andrea Berta is absolutely cooking. He is 1,000% cooking with gas. Breaking Christian Mosquera. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Mosquera. I could be completely butchering that. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place with formal steps to follow. 15 million euros fee plus add-ons. Total package is under 20 million euros. Long-term deal in place. Mosquera, who only wanted Arsenal, medical ready later this week if all goes to plan. And he only wanted Arsenal. He rejected a new contract with Valencia. There was an agreement in place between Mosquera and RB Leipzig, according to Florian Plettenberg. Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich were both very, very interested in this player, but he has chosen Arsenal. And when you look at their centre-back depth now, it's absolutely obscene. Gabriel, Saliba, Mosquera, Timber can play at centre-back. Ben White can play at centre-back. You've also got Kivior. It's probably the best centre-back depth in and around the Premier League. Some people may say in Europe. Some people may say you're chatting complete and utter BS. I think their centre-back depth is absolutely obscene. And fair play to Arsenal because they've got it for under 20 million euros, which is about, what, 16, 17 million pounds for a guy that can come in who's 20 years of age, who can give real strong centre-back depth to Arsenal. They want to compete on all fronts. And it looks like Fabrizio Romano will drop a here we go on Viktor Gyökeres potentially today. I think it will maybe this afternoon. If it is, we'll be back for that video. Nwaneri's new deal at Arsenal can be sealed in principle this week. That has got to be unbelievable news from Arsenal fans. Chelsea have just won the Club World Cup. They have got money to spend. They're in a really strong position. They were interested in him, but Arsenal believe progress is made over the weekend was significant, with all indications positive at this stage. The challenge, I would say, to someone like Mikel Arteta is Eberechi Eze is a player heavily linked with Arsenal, and some ITKs are reporting today that Reece Nelson could be used in part of the deal. Now, if Eberechi Eze and Odegaard are playing as your 10, Saka and Madueke can rotate on the right, Trossard and Martinelli on the left, Gyökeres and Havertz up front, I would look at it and go, if I am Nwaneri, my development, a player's development between 18 to 21 years of age is the most important part of their career for development, right? It's where they are on the step, the steps, the pathway to the first team. Nwaneri is an incredible talent last year, stepped up when Odegaard was out injured, come in on the right when Bukayo Saka was out injured. If Eberechi Eze signs, he may not get as much game time as he anticipates going into this season. However, you also have to look at it that he is still only, 18 years of age. He's only just turned 18 in March. He's got a long way to go before he's consistently playing in and around the Arsenal first team. But Arteta has to find a way. I think he will play a lot of the League Cup games. I think he'll play a lot of the FA Cup games as well. You can bring him on in some games when you're playing the likes of Burnley, Sunderland, Leeds United, West Ham, teams like that are down there struggling. When you're 2 or 3-0 up, bring him on in the 60th minute and let him, get some minutes, get some game time. But it's going to be a very, very important period of his career now where they have to get this right. I've seen it at Tottenham so much where we haven't necessarily managed a player and then they've ended up going and we've gone and lost out on a player. Madueke is the prime example. He left Tottenham because there wasn't really a path to the first team. And then, he ended up joining PSV, then joining Chelsea, and now he's at Arsenal. So I've seen it firsthand how a player, their career can change drastically if it's not managed properly. Romano said, understand Gyökeres' agents have landed in London to seal the details of the deal with Arsenal. All set also for Viktor to travel for medical soon as details will be sorted. 63.5 million plus 10 million sealed, almost agreed. Commission reduced as it has to be fixed today. So I anticipate that today we should see a here we go or maybe early morning tomorrow. Arsenal so far, Madueke is probably going to be announced very, very soon. It is still Fabrizio Romano's pinned tweet. They've had 2 here we goes in the last 3 or 4 days. Could there be another here we go? And so far, if Arsenal get Gyökeres done, that's Gyökeres, Madueke, Zubimendi, Norgard, Mosquera, Kepa, Ariza, Balaga. That's 7 signings, and you're not even in. You're coming up to mid-July. You're looking at a point where do people start questioning Edu? Was he really maximizing Arsenal's potential? Was he really going out there and doing what was best for the football club? I'm not disrespecting Edu, but what Berta is doing right now has got Arsenal well and truly, firing on all cylinders in terms of the transfer market. And they've got a very busy time in preseason coming up. They've got 3 games this month where they will be playing a North London derby against Spurs. I think Tottenham can actually cause an upset there. I'm not going to lie. AC Milan on the 23rd, Newcastle on the 27th, Tottenham on the 31st. Then they've got a lot of games in August, Bilbao in the Emirates Cup, Villarreal on the 6th. First game of the season is Manchester United. Then they play Leeds. Then they play Liverpool. Then they play Forest. Then they play City. They've got 3 games in August, and I believe there's a League Cup game in there somewhere as well. So overall, they've got 5 games in August, and they're probably going to have 3 or 4 in September. Plus the Champions League is coming up, but it looks like Gyökeres should have a here we go very, 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 very soon. It wouldn't surprise me if there is a here we go for that at some point this afternoon. We will be there covering the transfers every single step of the way. So make sure you go down, you drop a like on the video. Make sure you have hit that subscribe button. I understand it. The agents are in London, so I do think the here we go will be at some point this afternoon, maybe this evening. What a signing that's going to be, £63 million, 63 million euros. So that's about £57 million for a guy that's got 97 goals, in 103 games. A guy that's got a hat-trick against Manchester City with Sporting. A guy that's won league titles. He's played in England with Brighton, with Swansea. Every single thing right now ticks the box with regards to them going out there and absolutely smashing this transfer window and going out there and challenging again for the Premier League. So make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and you let me know your thoughts on every single topic we discuss. And I will see you next time. I am out.